morning. Welcome to White River Buddhist Temple. Today is our February Shotsuki Hoyo service, our monthly memorial service. We will start with the chanting of Sambujo on page 22, followed by the reading of Hyo Byakumon, the reading of the names for the month of February. And then that will be followed by the sutra chanting Jusei on page 23. During the chanting of Jusei, families, friends may come up and offer incense during chanting.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together and gasho, bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 We are gathered here today in observance of the White River Buddhist Temple's monthly Shotsuki service to remember those who have passed away in the month of February. They are Setsu Yanagawa, Haru Miyoshi, Hoyt Funai, Stephen Takeo Tsuji, Michael James Hamasaki, Kazuo Tsujikawa, Mary Yukie Takuma, Judy Shilthrope, Dorothy Yaguchi, Dennis Klein, Lily Yoshie Komoto, as well as all others who were not listed but contributed to the temple and its community. May the fragrance of the incense teach us the purity of our intention. May the beauty of the flowers offered teach us of life's impermanence. May the light that burns brightly teach us of Amida's great wisdom and compassion. everyone to please once more put your palms together in gasho, or bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together once again, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo no. Namo no. Namo.
Please rise if you're able for the reading of the three treasures on page 3. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandab. We will next have Gatha in the White Book on page 72. I'm a link in the golden chain. Please be seated. We will next have a Dharma message from Reverend Yasaki.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together in gasho, bow your head in contemplation and respect, as I read these words from the Amida Sutra. Sariputra, the people who hear of that land should aspire to be born there. Why? It is because they will be able to meet together with such sages of supreme virtue there. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's still happy about
who won last week. And again, I wasn't necessarily rooting for LA, again, from LA, but we knew the Seahawks won because we were like, wow, there's fireworks going on. So, but we are happy that next week everyone should be prepared for the Super Bowl. I think everyone's going to be watching it next week. So hopefully, they'll make us proud either way, right? So today we are observing our monthly memorial service, our February Shotsuki Hoyo, where we remember all of those who have passed away in the month of February. And instead of reading the Amida Sutra for our chanting, we instead go through bits and pieces of the Amida Sutra. And so the Amida Sutra, which is a sutra that Shakyamuni Buddha, who lived in what was then India 2,500 years ago, is said to have explained about Amida Buddha, the Buddha in the middle of our altar, the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite light, the Buddha of infinite wisdom and compassion. This Amida Sutra is for Shakyamuni Buddha to let Sariputra, one of his disciples, as well as those listening at that time, as well as us now, know about this Buddha who lives in supposedly this land to the west. And so this Amida Sutra is Shakyamuni Buddha telling us about what is in the Amida Buddha's Pure Land, who is in Amida Buddha's Pure Land, and why there is an Amida Buddha's Pure Land. And so we are on the part where, and I'll read the part again. This is actually a part that we talked about last month as well. And it's, again, Shakyamuni Buddha telling Sariputra, one of his disciples. And it says, Sariputra, the people who hear of that land, Amida Buddha's Pure Land, should aspire to be born there. Why? It is because they will be able to meet together with such sages of supreme virtue there. And this part, as I explained earlier last year, as well as a little bit last month, is that this part of the sutra is a part of the sutra that our school, Jodo Shinshu, uses a lot, especially when we talk about those who have passed on. Because there is a 4-character word, or I guess phrase, when you talk about translation, that we use or we put on the headstones of people who have passed away. And this is a tradition that Japan does, as well as Hawaii. And I apologize, I haven't seen very much in mainland United States, but that's also because I don't go to every single grave and I figure out who's of Japanese descent or not. And so these 4 words, or characters I should say, which I talked about before, and hopefully they stay nice and sorry, just really quickly put it together. So these 4 characters are ku e isho. Ku e isho. And ku means together. The second character means meet. The third character, I, is 1, technically. Or it can mean same. And sho is place. And these are Chinese characters. So if you understand Chinese, you probably understand this a little bit more than I do, because I'm reading it how the Japanese read it. So this is the Chinese translation of Sanskrit's, the Japanese way of saying Chinese Chinese sutra that was translated from Sanskrit. So I apologize. That's how it's translated. And then we translate it into English. So there's been 3 or 4 translations in between. But our school of Buddhism, and I'm pretty sure some other schools of Buddhism, use these 4 characters, Kue Isho, on the graves of those who passed away. Because this part of the Amida Sutra says that we will meet again. We will meet our loved ones who have gone on before again in the same space, in the same place. And I'm hoping this is correct doctrinally, but I think it could be understood in 2 ways. One way is what Shakyamuni Buddha was asking Sariputra about why people should aspire to be born in Amida Buddha's Pure Land. And that answer is because one should aspire to be born in Amida Buddha's Pure Land because they can meet together with their loved ones again in the same place. The hardest thing about death is being separated from the ones we love. It's one of the hardest things that each and every one of us can experience. And so being able to meet in the same place again with our loved ones is a reason for us to aspire to be born in Amida Buddha's Pure Land after our passing in this one. The second understanding of this, to meet again in the same place, is the understanding of Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Because, according to our school of Buddhism, Jodo Shinshu, those who have passed away are immediately born into Amida Buddha's Pure Land. And then immediately become Buddha. They become enlightened. They become formless form. And immediately they return back to this world to be with us again in the same place. And one of those forms that we say in our school of Buddhism is by saying Namo Amida Butsu, being together in the same place again. Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Because, as stated before, our loved ones become formless form. They're able to take on any form in this life, whether that be a saying, that be words, that be memories, that be places, objects, etc. They appear back in this world to be with us again, in the same place. Kue Isho. And so, if you ever see, if you go to Japan, if you go to Hawaii, or if there's any graves here in mainland America, and you see these words, Kue Isho, it's the wish of not only those who have passed away, but of those who are living, who wish to be with their loved ones once again in the same place. And thus it encourages me when I hear or see these words to just say Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, because that loved one takes on the form of Namo Amida Butsu to be with us once again. So, Shakyamuni Buddha's words to us are a reminder of not only impermanence, but also the reality that we can be together with our loved ones who have become Buddha once again. Because when our loved ones pass, it is inevitable for us to think we will not see them again, to not hear them again, to not feel them again. But these words remind us that we will be able to meet with those loved ones, even if it is different forms again. So it is not goodbye. It is goodbye for the physical body. But as formless form, our loved ones are able to be with us once again in the form of Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, as well as the various forms that help us during these times we are separated from our loved ones. So, in closing, as we remember all of those who have passed away in the month of February, as well as our other loved ones who have passed away, let us put our palms together in Gassho and bow our head in contemplation and respect as we bring them once again back here with us in one place by saying, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Naman lots, naman lots, naman.
Thank you, Reverend Yasaki, for your Dharma message today. Next, please rise if you're able for Gatha Ondoku-san 2 on page 153. Please remain standing for the reading of the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu on page 8. Realizing enlightenment is assured, and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively, understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection. I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namadan. Please be seated. At this time, are there any guests, first-time visitors, guests? Oh, hello. Would you like to introduce yourself? Hi, Laura. Welcome. At this point, are there any announcements? As people are coming up, I just want to remind everybody, next Saturday, there's a series of Zoom workshops provided by the BCA. And so if you're interested in knowing what's going on at the BCA level, feel free to attend. It's free. You just got to find the link. I'm helping present the workshop on social welfare committee. So if you're interested in learning about that or learning more, come. Yeah.
We're going to have a general membership meeting right after service, so we'll probably give us about 10 minutes after service, and then we'll start. We'll have donuts and a few snacks in the back for you.
Somebody's calling. Good morning, I'm Georgette Magnan, president of the Buddhist Women's Association. Again, up here to remind members if they haven't submitted their dues to please do so. $20 is great value, does a lot of good. So me or their Sandra, right? I found you this time. So anyway, come see us and we'll be glad to take your check or money. Thank you.
Good morning. Timeless classic cooking classes, we're back. So you like the tamales? You like learning how to make miso? Next one up is on the 21st of this month. My goodness, it's February already. With Chef Amanda, who is going to be showing us how to make, I can't get her to settle on custard or pudding, butterscotch and chocolate. You know, it's serious. The sign-up sheet is in the back. We're figuring probably about $8 for materials and so on. If you don't have that, come anyway. We're not going to turn anybody away from these cooking classes because we want everybody to learn how to make wonderful things. And it's wonderful, as we used to say in my former church, fellowship. And it's about the most Buddhist thing that I can think of to do. So please come and join us. Thank you very much.
Good morning. In conjunction with convention, we're hosting the hospitality room on Thursday evening. That's February 12th, from 6 until 11. We have a sign-up sheet in the back here for items to bring. We're doing a chazuke bar. That's rice and hot tea, but with all the little condiments. So if you're able to, we're looking for like cookies, so if you can make cookies and bring them on next Sunday, and then we'll get them down to the hospitality room. Also, out on the foyer, there's a slip about parking. For those of you who are registered for convention but are not staying at the hotel, you have to pay for parking, and you need to register your car. So I'm going to assume that most of you would rather do that from home. You can do it at the hotel. There's a QR code, but I know what happens. I know for me, you get flustered and then you can't figure it out. So take one of the little sheets that's in the foyer if you are not registered at the hotel. If you're registered staying overnight at the hotel, the parking is free. Comes with a hotel room, and they'll take care of getting your car registered to go in, and you will have in and out privileges. Those that are coming for the day, you do not have in and out privileges, so you're charged every time you go in and out. So just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that. And then on Friday night, the Teknohoyo, everybody can come to that. Whether if you are already registered for convention, you're registered for Teknohoyo. So on the purple sheet it says to go out to the website and register. You don't need to register if you're registered for convention. If you're not and you're just coming to want to see Technohoyo, then you will want to go on, just register so they know how many people are coming. And on Sunday service, you can come to that as well. But remember, you've got to pay for parking if you actually come. So you can watch the Sunday Eitaikyo service. There's a link for that. It'll be a Zoom link or YouTube. It'll be a live stream, so you can watch it from home. Okay? Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you to those that shared a recipe for our temple cookbook that we're putting together. And I also wanted to encourage everyone else. We really want to have, as many people represented as possible. So please send in your recipes to me or to cookbook@wrbt.org and share your recipe and tell me about, what's special about it to you. So thank you.
Hi. So I'm pretty sure it's on your half, but I think I need to say this out loud because Shai reminded me. We will not be having service here on February 15th. Just letting you know. So the BCA Eitaikyo service, which will be in conjunction with the BCA Northwest Convention, National Council and the Northwest Convention, will be in person at the Hyatt Hotel Regency or whatever it was. It's on the half sheet. Either that in person or online. Okay, there will not be service here at the temple on February 15th. Okay, just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Thank you for attending service today. If everyone would please join in reading the closing words on the program. My life is not only my life, but also the life of others' sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda.